welcome to the Midnight Hour. You are listening to me, Sophie.
And myself, Megan.
So this is a new show. It's the Midnight Hour. It's going to be on Friday night. So if you're feeling this show, stay tuned because there's going to be plenty more coming. So first of all, we're going to talk about our week.
Yeah.
So I've just got back off holiday.
Oh,
it
got a little tan going on.
I know, but I'm fuming because it was raining the last 2 days, should I say.
Oh, I hate that.
I know. So I tried to get myself sunned up as much as possible, saved everything for the last 2 days, and then it basically just pissed down for 2 days.
It's not worse than when it rains on your last 2 days as well, because you save it, you
I
plan your
was
money,
waiting, yeah.
and then you save your best things till last.
I was going to go on a boat trip on the last day, and then everything just went tits up.
Nightmare.
So,
well, my week, I'm prepping for Miss Universe Great Britain at the minute, so that means I've got to try and cut down carbs, no more bread, no more pizza, but I am
cope with that,
just the worst dieter ever. I've been going to the gym. I actually I like going to the gym, but I like to do boxing. But I went to the gym twice in one day.
I seen your videos. Are we skipping?
oh yeah, because I broke my knee 15 weeks ago. So I'm only just getting back into the gym now, and I'm starting to skim
prone person ever.
Literally, we'll talk broken bones another time.
Yeah, that's for a total. We need at least 4 hours with you. But today's topic, what we are talking about, is dating apps and the dating world in today's society.
Yeah, so there's so many dating apps available now, and
I feel like we're advertising them.
I'm not going to advocate for all the dating apps. Some of them are better than others. But let's start off with Tinder.
Okay, I can actually go with this because I've been on Tinder.
I just know Cardi B looking like a right swipe on Tinder. Yeah.
I've been on and off Tinder. So you introduced me to Tinder, do you remember? So I was in a relationship and you introduced me to Tinder.
You was in a relationship?
Yeah. No, I was in a relationship and you were on Tinder.
I thought you meant I was encouraging you to do, which I would never do because
well, that's for another story. So anyway, you introduced me to it, meaning showed me what you'd done, swiping left and right, all that kind of stuff. And then you were like, should I swipe right, should I swipe left, and I was giving you my personal advice.
I go from people's, because you look at the profile picture and you think, this is how I judge somebody from their Tinder profile. And you're giving you the inside scoop here. So I go from the vibe. So I always like to think if they've got a fun picture where they're doing something active, they're outdoors, they're doing a bit of kayaking or something like that.
I hate
a picture with the nan is always a winner. Or a picture with the nan's always winning. When they're like,
no, it's all for show.
His family.
They probably seen her once a year.
I like a variety of pictures. So adventure, family, and if they've got a dog.
Okay, so you like everything that I hate. I can't stand Tinder pictures. Alright, we know there's an outdoors. Great, you've climbed Mount Everest. I'm not asked.
Yeah.
Show me what you do for a living. Show me if you've got a daughter or a son and you go out and spend time with them.
This is such an adult way of looking at things now.
This is obviously why I'm not on it anymore, because
it's supposed to be fun. The only thing that's
not fun. You're meant to be looking for love. This is why it's so hard.
Tinder is for smashing. It is.
I know.
Tinder's not people don't really go on Tinder to meet somebody, I think.
Well, yeah, I'm obviously finding that out because I just get ghosted all the time on it.
See, I've had pretty good luck with Tinder. I don't mean smashing. Of
course you have. Well, that's what it's about.
Going on dates and stuff. I think I've been on about dates with about 3 or 4 people from it. And
I hate it.
They were all nice. I've been lucky. I haven't had any unsolicited dick pics because, funny story about unsolicited dick pics.
I
found somebody on Facebook who sent me one. He kept video calling me with his dick out, and I was just like, this is totally unacceptable. It's totally unacceptable. So guess what I did? Guess what your girl did?
What?
I found his mum on Facebook.
Did you send it to her?
I screenshotted it and I sent it to her and I put it on his Facebook wall. I was like, that's what you get. Just to let you know, ladies, a law has just been passed that unsolicited images are now illegal, so you can report his ass and take him to jail.
Yeah, but couldn't he do that with you if you've put it up?
I'm not going to send him my... Oh, you mean
if you've put that up publicly about him?
Listen, I think he's going to be more interested in getting it down rather than calling the police. It's his problem for sending it to me. So anyway, so that's Tinder.
Tinder is no good for me because, so how many dates have I been on Tinder? Oh, three dates, the same. So first one was an absolute weirdo, and when I say weirdo, like I mean absolute weirdo. He wanted to pick me up from your house. Never get picked up from your house on the first date.
First,
like do you know what I mean? And he was fuming because I wouldn't let him pick me up from your house.
Ding ding ding.
And then we went on a few more, and he was like, "Are you gonna let me pick you up from your house?" And I was like, "The fact that you've got this thing about picking me up from your house is making me not want you to pick me up from your house." Like massive red flag.
Actually, I heard this story. I don't know if it's real or not. In fact, I don't think it is, but it might be. But this girl went on a Tinder date. You told me.
Oh
my god, yeah, I did tell her about this.
So
this girl goes on a Tinder date and she voice notes a mate and she's like, you know, this is what happened last night. Basically, she starts to feel a little bit unwell, so he offers to take her home in a taxi, trying to be a gentleman.
This makes me sick.
So, I know, and I don't know if it's true, so don't hold it so much, but you heard the voice note, didn't you?
I think it's true.
I sent it to you. So then she goes back to her house and then she invites him in because she feels rude. So he's like, I'll come in for a cup of tea and make sure that you're okay. So she's like, okay. So then she lets him go, so he goes. And then she goes upstairs to bed, and the next minute she's like feeling really tired and sick. And she wakes up and she can hear noises downstairs. And then she's like stiff, her body can't move, and she's like trying to stumble around. She's only been drugged. And then she manages to get out of the bed and call somebody. And what that crazy motherfucker was doing is laying down plastic to chop her up and do something crazy to her. Like, that's obviously extreme Tinder.
Was this in like America?
No, it was in London, yeah, because the girl's voice of the voice note was like a London accent. She was like, oh my god, like I can't believe it.
See, this is why I just don't like dating apps nowadays, because I feel like everyone is just so easy to discard. Like, because you've got so many people like messaging you, and like you could be having a really good conversation with someone, and then all of a sudden, because you like someone else on the next picture, you just get discarded, and you forget that like people's like lives and like emotions and like self-esteem and everything are all involved in this app.
It's because we're such a shallow society now, and people are too like, they want to be too cool to be.
I've come off it, like I just couldn't be bothered. Like I come off it, so I came off it, and then what? I went back on it a couple of weeks ago, and I thought I'll start that up again, and then I was just getting messages, and I thought, you know what? I just cannot be bothered with this, so swerved the whole thing now.
See, I actually like met someone on there, like spoke to him a little bit, and that was like a year ago because we were both too busy. But now I've been on a few dates, haven't I?
Yeah, but
2 dates. I get shy talking about my dating. But
also, as well, like when you're dating someone from a dating app, when is it like normal to come off it? Do you know what I mean? Like, because
well, I've came off it now.
Well, yeah, but like,
anyway,
we're not talking about that because you asked specifically.
Yeah, I was like, don't
talk about
it. Anyway. So then the other thing I don't like about Tinder is every single lad seems to have a picture with a sleepy tiger, and I'm just so against that because it's the drugged tiger. They're in Thailand.
In Thailand. So everyone gets pictures in Thailand with a tiger.
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see people up mountains. Like
I do. I'm like, yeah, show me your fitness, show me what you got, but don't show me the sedated tiger.
But show me a picture of your nan.
Yeah, because it's cute.
Oh god.
I don't like pouting either, and I don't like men with Snapchat filters.
I don't like men with Snapchat filters.
I think if men wear Snapchat filters, I hate Snapchat filters myself. Like, I don't like to filter my face.
I hate gym selfies on Tinder.
It depends, because like there can be a selfie where they're like,
no, like gimpy selfies.
Peek at the act.
No,
no. I'm not saying they're the acceptable ones.
What are you saying?
The other ones that are acceptable is just like, I don't know, just
what lift and weight with a sweatband on? The sweatband round the head and the wrist.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've just told me about a very, very worrying one, and I'm absolutely fuming. So this is why I've got a face like thunder. So the next one.
The other app is Raya.
I can't believe this.
So Raya is an invitation-only app.
This makes me sad to the core.
It's for the exclusive people.
What
like
is exclusive
influencers,
anymore?
Celebrities, models, like that type of thing. It's big in America and it's now in the UK. So my friend who's on it offered me her recommended friend, and I couldn't go on it because I don't have an Apple phone. I have a Hawaii, which is
they're good phones.
Yeah, it is, but everyone terrorizes me for it. So I didn't get it, but the thought behind it is that it's for beautiful people only.
This just makes me feel sick because, like, what?
Yeah, but
who decides who is beautiful and who's not? Well, you go on the app to find someone that's obviously not in your normal circle. Every influencer knows each other because they're tagging each other every single second on Instagram, Facebook, everything. I'm done.
I disagree because at the end of the day, so, like, online dating, it is a purely physical thing. You're not going to look at
let people make their own choices of going on it or not.
They can. Like,
well, no, because I'm not on it. What if I want to be on it? No one's recommended me.
You need to find somebody who's on it.
I need to go and get plastic surgery is what I need to do, obviously.
You don't.
Quite frankly, go get a boob job, get a nip tuck, get your eyelashes done, make sure that you're getting them Russian extensions. And maybe go down to Essex for the weekend and take a nice food picture.
You've got off that anyway, you've got extensions, you've got eyelashes on.
Where's the invite then? Where's the invite? I'm fuming.
Well, maybe, if you know somebody on there, but that's like the thought behind it.
I don't want to know.
I'm more offended by Bumble.
What's Bumble?
Bumble is the one where the girl's got a message first.
Oh no, see, I don't mind that, because my mate went on Bumble, right? She didn't like people messaging her, and she didn't believe that like the lad should always be the one to message first anyway.
Yeah.
So
I do get that, and I'm all about female.
And then you're not gonna get them dick pics neither because you message them.
But I haven't had any dick pics on Tinder or any type of dating thing. It was just a weirdo on Facebook that sent me that. But I just think that with Bumble, the guy should make an effort first. And I am a 21st century woman, and I am empowered, and I'm a sassy lady, but I just don't think that. I think in dating there still should be a bit of chivalry. That's what I think. And if someone slides into my DMs with a "Hey, you okay?" I'm gonna be like, it's dead. Like, it's a no-go for me.
But that's what I mean. So so for you to so wouldn't you like to be the one to approach them sometimes then? So like because you saying that is now not gonna want to make lads message first. Do you see what I mean?
No, I think they should message first because they should open with something.
I know, but you've just said the boring.
No, but I think the ideal. This is a tip for the boys, okay?
For Megan.
For me.
I don't mind the "Hey, you're okay," like it's fine.
No,
I'm not getting any messages and invitations to exclusive ones, but
No, I like a joke. So like, someone once said to me, "How much does a polar bear weigh?" And I was like, "I know what's coming, but I'm gonna go along with it." And it was enough to break the ice.
See, I would die of cringe. Someone sent me one and said, "Do you like raisins?" And I was like, "Raisins as in like what you eat?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I like raisins." And they were like, "Okay, so do you like dates? And do you want to come on one?" And I was like, "Oh."
I would love that.
Also,
that would secure the deal for me.
Also, as well, another one that I've had is how many letters are in the alphabet, 21 or 26, and it just went straight over my head. So I was like, I really don't know, and I haven't got time to work it out. I'm really busy. I'm in work. I haven't got time. And then he was like, "Well, I think it's 21," and I was like, "Where is this going?" Like, because this convo is killing it.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh no, it is 26, but I thought it was 21. I must have missed out. You are a cutie."
I love that one. See,
so get them jokes out for Megan.
Yeah, something like the cheesy jokes. I'm all about that cheesy life.
But I just think, how many people are they sending that to? Like, every single girl on Tinder has probably had that joke.
Yeah, but it's like it's
Come
a
up
bit
with
of effort
something.
though, isn't it? That's better than "Hey, you okay?"
No, I think "Hey, you okay?" Get to know me, check my sense of humour, and then get on it and deliver.
I do remember though when I very first started dating, I can be a little bit socially awkward sometimes.
You cannot.
No, when it comes to dating, with me mates and stuff, I'm totally fine. But when it comes to dating, I am the most socially awkward person. I'm just like a bit of a loser, really.
I don't think you're a loser.
Really? See, I think I am. I'm a bit goofy. Like, I never get told I'm sexy. I always get told I'm the funny one, or "Oh, you're a bit goofy," or "You're cute," and I'm like, I want to be a sexy lady. Do you know what I mean? But I struggle with that.
Yeah, but then you would want a lad to be like funny with you and think that you're funny because you like that kind of joke.
Yeah, but I still want them to think like she's funny, but damn.
Yeah, but he probably does, because lads nowadays don't go for you for just being funny. You've got to be funny and have looks and that as well, which is what I'm really struggling with lately.
Have you not seen Kim Kardashian from Liverpool? She's right here.
I made that own nickname up for myself.
You are sexy and you know it, can't you? How
sexy señorita. Do you know what? Actually, though, I did when I was on holiday last week, I was so gutted because I was there for like 5 days and I was checking this lad out and he looked a little bit like Kanye West, and I was like, well, I do get called Kim Kardashian.
You sent me a picture of him.
And like, he didn't like approach me, but he was always playing with me little girl. And then it, like, because he was part of like the kids club thing, and
sure,
you don't get your mind out the gutter.
Okay.
So he was with the animation team, shall we say? So he was just always with the kids, and he wasn't even like giving me any eye contact or nothing.
Maybe because he's doing his job.
No, so I was fuming because I was like, come on, Evie, to me little girl, like trying to get his attention, like. Come on, we'll all go
like saying, hey, do you want to be breastfed? And she hasn't been breastfed for like 6 years. Yeah, she's only 3. But...
So anyway, and then on the last day, I was on my own because my mum took the baby, and so I was on my own just having a coffee, and he comes over to me and he's like, can I tell you something? And I was like, of course you can. And he was like, you're married, right? And I was like, no, I'm not married, like I'm single. And he was like, you're single? And I was like, yeah. And he went, why you not got a husband? You're so beautiful.
Oh, he's laying
and
down
I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And then he was like, why haven't you got a husband? And I was like, oh, me loco.
That's true.
And then that was it again. Didn't see him again. That's obviously where I'm going.
Well, you can't tell people that you're crazy. They've got to figure it out for themselves.
I was like, you've waited for the last day to tell me that I'm beautiful. Like, this could have went somewhere.
Maybe this is his game. Like, if he's a holiday rep or holiday children,
to get us to go back to see where it goes the next time.
I mean, if he's doing that type of marketing to get customer retention, good for him.
I do that all the time, to be honest.
Do you? But yeah, maybe he's just like...
I wonder if he's on Tinder.
Probably not, because what country are we in?
Spain.
Oh yeah, maybe then. Maybe.
They surely, or maybe you can invite him to that special exclusive one.
Get over that one.
I know,
right,
sorry.
The other dating app, which is... I actually like this one. This is the last one that I was on before I came off them for a bit. It's called Hinge. And it's like... It's a little bit like a bit of a Pinterest board of the person. So you get like a picture of them, a few fun facts. I'm a sucker for a fact. I love facts. Like, just, for example, I'll tell you what my fun fact was.
I'm a sucker for a fact.
Did you know an ostrich's brain is actually smaller than its eyeballs? So I just think that's a really interesting fact.
Right, do you know what? I have had an absolute enough of this dating app. I need a drink after this.
This is just purely vodka. But, no, so it's got like little snapshots, and then like it asks you questions, and then you judge them by it. And instead of sliding into the DMs, you can like and comment on the things that are on the profile. So I think it's a really smart way of interacting people, because I think it's become a bit of a tedious chore just swiping. Like, the only time I'll swipe on Tinder now is like, well, when I was on it, it's like literally off the toilet.
Yeah, that is a good toilet.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
it's like something to do.
Definitely.
And I know that's really bad.
Well, you know, we all judge everyone, don't we, round here?
So the other dating app is, which I've never used.
I've never used this.
Is Plenty of Fish.
Yes.
I think that's for older people, and don't you have to pay?
I thought that it was like the first one out, and that's why like everyone was...
For me, it just seems like a little bit of an old...
Seems a little bit fishy to me. But
I'd go on a date with you for that one.
Good girl. We're going after take you the Mackies.
Yay. But no, there's another one as well. I think it's called Seeking Professionals or something like that. What's that dating one?
Oh, okay. I've seen that advertised on the telly.
It's like we're professionals, people
because
only.
You're always busy and you never get time. It's for like doctors. Again, that's so bad because that's just based on your salary, to be honest.
It's not based on your salary.
It is because it's only like doctors and like people that get paid like highly, like solicitors and things.
That's different. It's like for professional individuals, whether you are a professional.
Well, then everyone's a professional individual, unless
I think
you're on the dole.
No, because some people's jobs is more corporate, some people's hours are more demanding, so you can filter it by profession, which I think, especially like if you look at solicitors, they're usually married to another solicitor, so I think it works for that, whereas, for someone like us, we would probably like a bit more variety, whereas some people like to stick in the niche, don't they?
I think they like to stick into it because they know that like the other person's going to be earning the same amount of money as them, and I really think that that's all that comes down to. That
I don't think so, because at the end of the day you could have a junior solicitor intern who's earning about 20 grand, and then you could have a partner of a solicitor who's earning like 120
But when you go on
grand.
the filter though, do you need to type in what you're earning?
I don't think
And I'm
so.
sure they'd have a bracket for senior and...
I doubt it's that specific. I've not been on it, so I can't say.
On it neither,
but there's another one as well, isn't there? That is for like people in the uniform services. Have you seen that? So it's like nurses, doctors, fire people. I think
they're just going like ridiculous.
It's just a niche, isn't
like,
it?
just get on Tinder and swipe right or swipe left.
Yeah,
and
but
that's the
I
end
think
of it.
Tinder's dead now, like, because when you're swiping, you're just a bit like,
boring. Another man on a mountain, another fella stroking a tiger in Thailand. All right, we all know you've been there last year.
When you're looking at anyone's dating profile, so it depends, like, it doesn't matter what site we're looking at. What do you look for? Like, what stands out?
I've stopped looking. I really have. I give up.
Don't lose faith. There's plenty of people out there.
I don't know. Do you know what I think I probably go for now? People that are unattractive. Because people that are attractive are dicks.
What?
That's what Tinder's learned me.
You're saying I'm a dick.
Well, I don't know. You're on Raya or whatever it's called for the exclusives.
I'm not on there, but what I'm saying is you can't just like. It is a shallow thing, to be honest with you. I hate judging people on their looks. I do hate it. Look at my exes, they're all a variety of shapes and sizes, let's say that. Some are bigger than others. I actually like to go with fatties. Don't I? Like chubby people.
No!
Yeah, I do. My face, I'm not going to say any names in case these
I don't think they have been at all.
I
can only remember one person that was quite big.
There's two chubby people. I've only had like 3 serious relationships. And I like them cuddly.
It
makes me feel like they're manly. But I do like muscles as well. But I don't think somebody's ability to be in a relationship with them should come down to the looks. If someone can make me laugh, that's what.
Are you also like people that earn money though? Let's be honest.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Name one single one of your exes that's poor. Not one.
I'm not naming any of my exes, but I have never. Some of them have. Don't forget. Some of these people I've had to look.
Was that the chubby one? Was you going through a terrible, terrible time at that point?
I've had to financially support some of my partners during times. I think
That's very true.
That's what being in a relationship is about. Sometimes you support them, sometimes they support you. You're a team at the end of the day.
While they're giving you
cuddles, like I've turned down people. If I was about money, I would have gone out with footballers and stuff like that.
No, I don't think you're just about that, but I think like a lot of your exes have been like that corporate one for you would be a good one because you can meet people that are in your circle.
I work in quite a corporate environment, don't I? So maybe the professional dating app would be good for me, but I choose not to go on it because that's not something that's important to me. Making me laugh and sending me cheesy jokes is more my bag.
And rubbing their belly like the genie of the lamp.
Oh, 3 wishes. Food without becoming fat.
So anyway, another thing that we're going to do on the show, apart from talking about our topics, is a nerve of the week. And that is something that has gone on that week, that has gone on us.
That has gone on us.
So Megan's going to take the lead.
Highly irritated person ever.
Do you think I am?
Oh my god, yeah.
little tiny things that take me though.
Like,
big things like, you know, blow me house up. Woo, over my head.
But if it's someone chewing loudly, literally,
I could go to jail.
Honest to God, like if I go round to her house and I'm like eating, like,
I'll still eat in another room.
Literally, because I'm just like, and she's like, "Are you alright there?"
People tag me all the time as well about like loud. It was you, yeah. So go on, you're taking the lead with this one, and you're gonna do this week's nerve of the week.
I'm gonna admit my nerve of the week is me getting on my little brother's nerves, because my mum and dad are away at the minute, so I'm supposed to be the responsible adult looking after them.
Yes.
Which, let's face it, isn't gonna really happen. But he's getting really annoyed with me because my really bad habit is leaving cupboards, doors, jars
I hate that.
open.
I hate that.
I drink a bottle of water, and this is why this one's a flicky cap, because I'll never put the lid back on. I'm just like, I like to keep things open. I don't know why. I open a cupboard door.
Everybody, that's something for Tinder. She likes to keep things open.
Apart from your legs, you should keep them closed.
I wasn't thinking
You should be a lady and keep them closed.
Do you know what?
But
I don't know why I bought that.
But yeah, so that's my nerve of the week.
That is this week's nerve of the week.
Thank you so much for tuning in and watching us.
I'm so excited for next week.
I'm so excited. I mean, it's all new to me, so I'm just, Soph's the expert in this role.
I don't feel like it with this crazy girl next for me. So I'm Sophie.
And I'm Megan.
And this is the Midnight Hour. Thank you.